Welcome back, everybody, to WWTA News. Thank you for returning again for another episode. Got a few things I want to go over. Before I do, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with any family or friends or loved ones who you think could use any of this information. Now, let's jump right in because we don't want to waste time. We want to get to this news, get you all informed of what's going on, and hey, see if we can make some positive decisions for tomorrow. So let's jump right in. Got a few tweets I'm gonna go over. Got something going on with Ken. For those of you who are familiar with Solana, Ken runs on Solana, and Ken was laughed at first, but it's been making pretty good moves. So let's see what's going on with Ken. It says, we're proud to announce that Ken is the very first crypto on Solana to be supported by Shopping.io. Shopping.io. Okay, so hey, accepted for payment, right? Good going, Ken. Keep your eyes on it. Solana Network. We might see some major things in the near future. Got one of the tweets here. Bitcoin Magazine says, just in, Brazil's largest digital bank, Nubank, hits over 1.8 million and crypto Bitcoin and crypto users in under 3 months. So, I mean, nations, countries, all of them are going to come into this. So we're not surprised. But hey, yeah, man, cryptos. Let's keep our eyes on it. Got one from Phantasma. It says NFTs and smart NFTs on Phantasma will allow musicians to fractionalize ownership of their songs and allow their community to share in the streaming royalties for life in exchange for help with the production of their music. So yeah, Phantasma's working on some tech to where, if a musician's working on a song and you're buying, I guess, tokens to that song to have to help them build that song or that album, you're potentially going to have royalties from those coins that are minted by the artist. So pretty interesting. You know, a lot of great things coming out of Phantasma. Keep your eyes on it. World Economic Forum launches Crypto Sustainability Coalition. The coalition will support research and development, share best practice, and influence regulation among multiple other areas. World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum has announced the launch of a Crypto Sustainability Coalition during a panel in the United States. This public-private initiative will consist of 30 partners who will work to leverage Web3 tech to better support positive climate outcomes. Accenture, Ripple Labs, Avalanche, Near Protocols, Solana, Circle, and the University of Lisbon are all part of this coalition. Brinley Lear, head of blockchain and digital assets, World Economic Forum, said, I'm excited about the work we are expecting from the crypto sustainability. All right, so yeah, it's looking like a lot to come out of this World Economic Forum as they move into the crypto space. So let's just keep our eyes and ears attuned to what's going on. Major news here. Nomura invests in Fnality institutional blockchain payments platform. Today, Nomura announced an investment in Fnality, the interbank payment and settlement platform that uses blockchain technology and is now backed by 17 major financial institutions. Fnality, formerly known as the utility settlement coin, tokenizes money deposited at a central bank to enable the settlement of DLT-based transactions, which on-chain digital currency is expected to launch its first currency, the British pound, next month, as it has been formally recognized as a payment system by HM Treasury. Other planned currencies are euros, US dollars, Japanese yen, and Canadian dollars. Reiterating the plan today, Fnality CEO Rohomeos Ram said, we at Fnality are excited to draw on Nomura's extensive experience in capital markets across Japan, the US, and Europe. As we expand beyond the UK, sources have told Ledger Insights that Fnality is advancing its digital euro work, as also evidenced by an investment from Euroclear earlier this year. And Fnality was a participant in the recent launch of the DTCC's project line for U.S. security settlement. So, I mean, a lot's going on. Fnality, we really want to find out more about that, right? But Fnality is let's just keep reading because it's important that we get through this. Nomura is the fourth Japanese institution to join Fnality after Mitsui MUFG, and SMBC. Japan is also a country that is one of the most advanced in progressing with security token issuances. As that develops, the need for settlement with cash on ledger and central bank money will become more pressing. Fnality is currently in the process of raising 50 million euros or 54 million US dollars Series B funding after raising the same amount in 2019. The transformation of financial services powered by blockchain technology is clearly accelerating, and we believe Fnality is uniquely positioned to capitalize on significant opportunities brought by this evolution, said Angel Issa, Nomura's global head of corporate development and strategic investments. Quote, we look forward to leveraging Fnality's technology and expertise to continue delivering differentiated value to our clients and partners globally. So let's figure out, now that we know that Fnality is making moves, really, who is Fnality, right? So it says the founding shareholders of Fnality comprise Banco Santander, BNY Mellon, Barclays, CIBC, Commerce Bank, Credit Suisse, ING, KBC Group, Lloyds Banking Group, MUFG Bank, NASDAQ, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, State Street Corporation, and UBS. Clearmatics continues in its role as a technology partner to Fnality. So we can see big names are tied up with this Fnality, right? The goal of earlier stages of the USC project centered on research and development efforts to solve for a more efficient means of international cross-border payments in tomorrow's world of tokenized wholesale markets. At the same time, reducing settlement risk, counterparty risk, and ultimately system risk in the post-trade settlement process. So we know when we're talking about this cross-border international, we're talking about ISO 20022. To go on, it says, with the benefit of earlier work, the focus for Fnality is now to create and deploy a solution incorporating legal, regulatory, operational, and technical aspects to create a regulated network of distributed financial market infrastructures, also known DFMIs, to support global exchange of value transactions. Initially, 5 currencies are in scope: CAD, EUR, GBP, JPY, and USD. I guess that's Canadian, Europe, maybe that's German, I'm not sure. Japan and USD. Further currencies will likely be added in due time. USC, all right, so USC has the potential to transform clearing and settlement processes, enabling delivery versus payment, which is DVP, in tokenized securities markets, and in the secured funding market, enabling instant settlement on a payment versus payment basis. USC envisions maybe being 100% backed by fiat currency held at the respective central bank, with convertibility into fiat currency at par guaranteed at all times in each jurisdiction. The Fnality solution will ensure the settlement is achieved under the local settlement finality laws and regulations. Right, so clearly what I'm grasping from this is, 1, it's great tech, but 2, for these banks and institutions to go back and forth, they're using a currency called USC, which is backed by, it's going to be backed by the currency of the place where it's at, right? Wherever the currency is, whatever country you're at, that's going to back the USC, or the currency for Fnality that they're going to use to exchange back and forth to move money around. All right, so as interesting as that is, I did do some research on it. We cannot get access to USC. Obviously, USC is going to be backed by the currency, so 9 times out of 10, USC is just going to be a stable coin that runs on Fnality's network. Now, what is the currency behind all this? I'm sure it's just going to be USC. Well, USC is going to be the stable coin. So I'm sure at this point, it's probably just going to run on Ripple's network, because it's on demand liquidity, right? We know what it is. So maybe it runs on XRP's network. Maybe it runs, who knows which one it's going to run on. I don't know. Pure speculation. Keep your eyes on it. You know, ISO 20022, major institutions, banks. We already know this, but just more information confirming what's going on. Next article says Ripple executive leads Australia's CBDC project, another pump for XRP. Well, that's not necessarily true, but we'll go ahead and read the article. The Reserve Bank of Australia on Monday released a white paper for the central bank digital currency pilot project EAUD in collaboration with the Digital Finance Cooperative Research Center. And interestingly, the CBDC pilot is led by Ripple's former executive Dilip Rao. Australia's Reserve Bank announced a CBDC pilot white paper. The Reserve Bank of Australia, RBA, in collaboration with the Digital Finance Cooperative Research Center, released the Australian CBDC pilot for digital finance innovation white paper on September. We have somebody that used to work for Ripple working with Australia, whether they choose to use the XRP ledger or any of the other ISOs, I don't know. Let's keep reading. The RBA and DFCRC will conduct a pilot project to identify use cases and understand the technological, legal, and regulatory aspects of the EAUD CBDC. The central bank invites industry participants to submit use cases beneficial for the Australian economy and financial system by October 31st. Also, participants can request to operate their use case for testing and demonstrate its value in the pilot project. So it doesn't necessarily say Ripple's XRP. As per the DFCRC, at least 12 use cases will be selected for further research on December 31st. The use cases must comply with all the laws and participants should hold all necessary licenses and permits. Also, the pilots on use cases will commence on January 1st, and the final report will be represented by June 30th next year. Notably, participants will bear all costs in the pilot because they're piloted. They're the ones creating these different apps and tech to make these transactions go through. So is it running off XRP? It does not say that. It does not say that. So look, as much information as that is, play the video again if you need to. Think about it. Make some decisions on what you want to do moving forward. Again, from my perspective, we are dealing with institutions. It's going to be a major year for them. So we're going to see ISO strongly moving. We're going to see the use case of ISO grow rapidly. So we're probably going to see that value grow rapidly. That's all I got for you guys in this episode. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you.